Fire safety here at Divine Providence. This here is the fire at the Cherry Hill Nursing Home, and it was set during the day by an employee, and there was a number of deaths during this fire. Here is a form that I have staff fill out when we have a fire drill, and on the personal present part, I have you sign your name to let everyone know that you were present. Nationwide, 23 nursing homes have fires each year, or at least that's what's reported. That would be about 1 in 7. Here at Divine, we use the RACE acronym to remember what we're supposed to do during a fire. R is for rescue, A is for alert, C is for contain, and E is for extinguish. Rescue, the R part of RACE. Obviously, you're going to rescue someone from a fire, anyone in danger. You're going to rescue them, and you'll rescue them by bringing them through the fire doors. It takes up to an hour for the fire to burn through our fire doors. Plenty of time for the fire department to get here and put the fire out. Alarm. At Divine, our alarms are pull stations, and you just pull the lever down and it breaks the glass. This part here is to let you know where the fire poles are at Divine, and it's called the Fire Alarm Olympics.
This year for the Fire Pole Olympics, athletes are Madonna from the kitchen, and Shelly Ray from activities, and Gloria from nursing. Gloria from nursing is the first. She has to go down 3 resident hallways, blue, green, and peach. The hallways are long, and hopefully she's done endurance training. She's taking off down Blue Hall with great strength and speed. Pointing to the vent fan and the pole with grace and style. Here she goes down Green Hall, but it looks like she might be tiring. The sure will she gathers to point to the pole and the vent fan. At the end of Peach Hall, she's blinded with the sun. It might cost her precious time. Donna is going to the service hall back door of the kitchen and chapel poles. Here she comes down the service hall. She looks determined. Wow, what great strength she shows when she pulls that pull. She's finding the back door kitchen pull. That is tough, but not for this athlete. Here she goes. She actually has energy left. She seems to think she has won this event. Well, we'll see. Shelly Ray is going to the pull around the corner at the end of the Rose Hall, across from the front door business office and service pull near the birds. Wow, she is a quick and cute athlete. She is determined to get that pull, and she does. She makes the sharp-ended return with ease and lightning speed and pulls the pole. This is going to be a close event. And who's going to win the event? Oh, we're not sure, but it is Madonna from the kitchen. Yay!
Okay, that gave you an idea where the poles are in Divine. There's 9 of them that were shown there. There are 3 fire panels that look like this, and then there is another one that's the main panel, and I'll show you a couple slides from here. This is the panel at the nurses station. On the wall, you can see it right near the window. This is the panel across from the business office at the front entrance. Then there is a panel like that at the entrance of Lake Villa Maria at St. Mary's Street. And then there's a panel in the service hall that's the main panel. And it looks different than the others, but all these panels you can go to, and in the green display area, you can see where the fire is. And even in the service hall one, there is a green display area. So if you're in that area and the fire alarm goes off, you can look in the little green display area and see where the fire is. So when you know where the fire is, whoever it is at the nursing home, whoever can announce it first overhead, they will announce code red wherever it is times 3. Contain. What is the most common cause of death in a fire? Smoke inhalation. So that is why we contain. We want to make sure that smoke doesn't get around the nursing home. We had a fire at Lake Villa this year, and we had firemen and water and smoke all over the place. Amazingly enough, not a drop of smoke came through those fire doors. I came in and I walked through the kitchen tray area. Those fire doors were shut, and I couldn't smell any smoke. So we shut all the doors around the fire. The resident doors take about 20 minutes to burn through, and our walls take about an hour. And we also shut off the vent fans, which are located in the nursing area, because that blows air on the fire. So our vent fans are located in Rose Hall in the middle, and then in the Green Hall at the end. And again for Peach and Green Hall and Blue Hall, they're at the end as well. Extinguish. We use the PASS acronym to remember what to say. P stands for pull the pin, A stands for aim at the base of the fire, S stands for squeeze the trigger, and S, the last S, stands for sweep side to side. This is the first picture. There is a portable extinguisher in the kitchen. The other is the large extinguisher mounted on the wall that will go off over the stove. And you can see in the picture there is a switch with a pin through it next to that large extinguisher, and you pull the pin and turn the switch, and it'll expel that big extinguisher over the stove so you don't have to get near the stove. And then in the very corner of the kitchen there's a fire blanket. And you would put that on the person who is running. Hopefully they'll stop, drop, and roll, but usually people who are on fire don't stop, so you'll have to trip them. Other extinguishers in the Rose Hall, it's in the middle, right up above the corner there. And then in Blue, Green, and Peach, it's 1/3 to 2/3 of the way down the hall. We have one fire extinguisher right outside of activities. We have one in the service hall towards the main fire panel. And then we have one at the service hall across from the dining room. And then in the picture where the person's touching the fire pole, on the other side of that wall across from the directory board, we have a fire extinguisher. I did miss one fire extinguisher. I don't have a picture of one. Does anyone know where it is? It'll be worth a lot of brownie points if you do know where it is. We have the cardboard fire, and I'll put that out, and when you see that, you know to run a fire drill. And this is a demonstration of how we run a fire drill at Devine. Okay, that should give you an idea of how we run a fire drill and what you should do. We run fire drills once a month on rotating shift. So 1 month it'll be day, the next month it'll be evening, and the next month it'll be nights. So you'll get the idea. And this is how you reset a fire panel. I like all the staff to know.
This is a fire panel, and you can hit the silence. Also, the single silence there. You can use the code to get in. You hit the arrow once. Oh, I hit too many times. Okay, you take the other arrow and bring it down, and then you hit the arrow twice. So far the code is 1, 2, hit return. 1, 2, 3, return. Wonder what the code is. 1, 2, 3, 4, return. Okay, so if the alarm is going off, you would hit that, and then you would hit single silence on the side there. Those are the glass rods that you would fix the pole with. When you open the pole, that's how you have to flip the switch. And then there's that little pole so you can get the glass rod in. And then I put the glass rod in. And I shut it. And now I'm going to reset.
Okay. The last thing I want to mention, we must check the gate outside to make sure it is closed. It has a magnet on it, and it should close by itself when the fire alarm is reset, but once in a while it doesn't shut. So take a look to make sure that gate is closed. And for the charge nurse responsibilities, she makes sure that someone has announced overhead about the location of the fire. If someone hasn't already taken a fire extinguisher to the fire site, she'll have that done. If it's a real fire now, we've changed our practice here. We will call 911 as well. Before we just trusted our alarm system, but now we don't trust our alarm system always, and we do want to make sure that if there's a real fire, the trucks will come and they're aware it isn't a faulty alarm system. We assign someone to meet the firemen. We all assist in evacuation. We get a head count to confirm who's here. We reset the alarm. They fill out the fire report and make sure that front gate is shut. So in review, rescue, alarm, contain, and extinguish.